All right, you guys, hey, Beth Stewart here. I'm owner of Idayoga in Hailey, Idaho. And given the circumstances right now where a lot of us are homebound, and I've made the choice to shut studio doors for right now to keep everyone healthy, I'm going to be posting a series of classes on YouTube for you to do at home. I'm working on a whole online platform, but unfortunately that's not ready yet. So right now these will just be free to you guys, hopefully to provide some help, some ease. And I taught this class on Sunday. For those of you that were there, it'll be familiar, but I really love it and think it's helpful and pertinent right now. So we'll get started, and we're going to start in child's pose. So allow that big toes to touch, separate your knees, bring your forehead to the floor. And just begin to enter this softness of breath. Letting it melt, relax limbs, joints. And we feel the physical response, but let it drop deeper. Let the nervous system begin to settle, right? Especially right now. Let the nervous system, with every single breath that you take, begin to feel nurtured. So what we're doing is turning our attention in, paying attention to the internal landscape, right? When right now the external feels so chaotic, so crazy. And starting to honor that which we can control, to turn there, and to move away from that which we can't. Take 2 more breaths. Start to extend the arms, so iron out your elbows, spread the fingers. And then inhale, walk your hands off to the right side, creating an arch, a tug in that left side. Close the left shoulder to the floor. You can weave the left hand with the right. Move in the direction that really feels good to you. Inhale, release, pass by through center. And on the exhale, walk them off into the left. So square the right shoulder down, maybe weave your right fingers with the left. And release, bring your hands back to center. Begin to press down into the fingertips, squeeze, and slowly pull forward. So you're gonna move the shoulders forward and over the wrists as we arrive in a tabletop position. Right, gently open the eyes, staring down, narrow the knees so they're underneath your hips. Right, on the inhalation, lower the belly and lift the chest, so we're just articulating the spine here back and forth. On the exhalation, we'll round, so that cat spine. Draw the navel in and up as you plug into the thumbs. Do that 2 more times, so we link the movement with the breath. Inhale, feel this opening, maybe this peeling away of, and on the exhalation, right, this entering, this moving towards the study of a landscape that I can control. The choices that I make, the feelings that I sit in, that which I allow. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Neutral spine, so on the exhale, just draw the belly in to support it there. All right, we'll tuck the toes, right side, left side, breathe in, and on the exhale, push your hips back. So push your hips back to the heels and just massage from right to left as you wake up that span, that spread. Come back to center. Shift the shoulders back, forward, inhale, tabletop position, open up the heart, and on the exhalation, hover your knees, lift them 2 inches off the floor. So pull the knees towards the wrists, pull the wrists towards the knees, feel this isometric, right, movement here. And begin to just notice the way in which you support yourself, even when you might feel shaky, even when things begin to feel less solid than they were. But sort of where you turn, right, where you go for what you need. When we go in, we move to that well, we tap into that reserve, stay for 3, pull, squeeze to center, 2. And then 1, inhale, lift your hips up. And on the exhalation, very slowly descend your heels down. Move them in the direction of the floor. So direction, not a destination. Breathe in and out through your nose. And this breath, this current, right? Finding that nectar of calm, that wave of calm. So what I need, I have. I'm letting this practice really draw me to the internal landscape. To remove, right, that desire sometimes to get caught up in everything swirling around me and to land here. Inhale, come back up to the toes, lift the heels away from the floor, look forward at your hands and slowly just walk on those toes. So I'm moving to the front of my mat. On the toes, so I'll lift the heels of the hands when I need to. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Lift the chest, and on the exhale, slowly, feet go down, fingertips are gonna paint back as we bow. As I forward fold, and let my forehead move to the shins. Finger paint on the floor, move right to left. Come back to center. Right, now slowly begin to round, roll all the way up, so I'll bend the knees, push the earth away. Feel that ragdoll, roll the shoulders back, lift the head, and feel this presence, this arrival, the softening amidst chaos. Inhale the arms around my body, reach the fingertips up. And then on the exhalation, bring the hands down the heart center, so the thumbs meet chest as the chest meets thumbs. Inhale, low to high, Urdhva Hastasana reach. And on the exhalation, high to low, just fold back forward, bow. Inhale, expand the chest. And then on the exhalation, bend the knees, plant the palms, and you're gonna step back to a plank pose, so 1 foot at a time. So knees can always be down here if you need to modify, otherwise keep them lifted. Inhale, move the chest forward. Exhale, lift the inner thighs, tone the belly, and press the earth away. And maybe, right, we're right back in that sort of shaky ground. But I arrive with the same presence, and I turn it. I study that landscape, and I lean into what I can control. I find my resilience, I tap into my strength. Extend through the chin a little bit, keep the heart open, 1 more, breathe in. And stay with me, breathe out. Inhale, plunge forward. So use your toes, shift the shoulders forward. On the exhalation, very slowly lower for the count of 4. Hug the elbows in for 3, for 2. Navel to my spine, 1. We melt to the earth. All right. So untuck the toes, squeeze the elbows in. On the inhalation, Bhujangasana, Cobra, but float your right leg off the floor. So inhale, lift. Point through the toes. You will lift very high, and on the exhale, right foot down, chest down. Inhale, left leg, lift the heart. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale now, both legs. Float them off the floor. Squeeze the elbows in, feel the extension and that strength in the back, right? Strength in my spine. And on the exhalation, mouth, feet, and chest back down to the floor. Okay, first one, inhale, press to your hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Inhale, lift your hips, and exhale, descend the heels to the floor. So just downward facing dog. Making our way back through this folding, unfolding process. Deep breath in. And then deep breath out. All right, so we're gonna move through that a few times to just warm things up, to get into the melody, right? And to really land in this landscape so that we remove ourselves, if only temporarily, from the other. Bend the knees, look at the hands. We're gonna slowly walk one footprint in front of the next. So don't have to be on the toes. Inhale, once I'm there, halfway rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sleep, bring the arms with you. So all the way up. And then on the exhalation, hands to right side. Inhale, low to high. And then exhale, high to low. So Uttanasana, fold forward, bow down. Inhale, chest expands. Exhalation, step back to plank pose. Bend the knees. Inhalation, move forward. This time, exhale, lower chaturanga. That's our push-up. Hold, lift the shoulders, melt to the floor. Inhale, float the right leg. Lift the chest. Exhale, reach in both directions as you lay back down. Inhale, float the left leg. So I'm pushing into the top of the right foot with the chest. And exhale, melt it down. Inhale, both of my feet rise. So does the chest. I'm not pushing in the hands. Exhale, melt it to the floor. Maybe I use my knees, otherwise I'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, tone the legs, squeeze the elbows, inhale. Exhale, draw the belly off the floor and then push all the way to plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. One breath in. And then one breath out. So it builds a little bit as we go. You can always stay with where we've been. Inhale, bend the knees, look at the hands. Right, step, walk, or float, just a light hop. Front of the mat, lengthen the spine. And then exhalation, fold. Inhale all the way up, I rise. And exhalation, rooted in this moment of now. This breath, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the chest. Now exhale, you can step to plank or float to chaturanga. Just maybe put a bend in the knees, lightly hop back into that push-up, up to you, hold, and then lower to the floor. Inhale, same rhythm, float the right leg, lift the chest. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, both of my feet, they rise. And then exhale. Melt it down. Tuck the toes. Use knees if I need them, otherwise float them off the floor. Push all the way up to plank. And exhale. Downward facing dog. So if you come to my classes, you know I always give space to move on your own, to really cycle with your breath, its pattern, duration. So we're gonna move through that one time, right? It's together, but on our own. So take an inhale to prepare. When you're ready, top of the mat. You can't mess up. Just breath and movement as I return to the landscape. that I can control. When you finish, no rush. And we just meet in down dog. Find your way back. So feeling the heartbeat. One of the ways that we, return to this space, this environment. Pulls me towards it. Follow its cadence. Inhale. Exhale, walk your fingertips back to your toes. So you're moving to the back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, bend and bow. Inhale all the way up. So push the mat away, rise, bring the hands with. And on your exhalation, bring the hands to heart center. All right, bend the knees, Utkatasana chair pose. All right, so sink down, maybe touch the floor, take the arms overhead, and really just trying that anchor in to the base. So tailbone is down, chest is up, belly button's back. And keep my heart open. I'm just testing these waters. How my body feels, what's my response. Knowing some days certain things feel good, others they don't. Some days I have more, some days I have less. All of it is okay. Two more. Good, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat, bow. Inhale, chest opens up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So stay anchored in those strong legs. Walk your hands forward and away from. And bow your head. One breath in, this is my arrival. One breath out. This is me distancing from that which is really loud right now, that which maybe feels too much, too heavy, making a choice. Right, changing the channel, tuning the station. Right leg, take it into the air, inhale. So flex your foot, point those toes down. Try not to lean to the left. So hug to the center. One more, breathe in. On the exhale, knee to your nose. So remember that cat spine, push forward on those left toes, round, lift, look, and then step. Right foot down. All right, my left knee is going to drop to the floor. I tuck the toes, hook your right thumb in front of the left and come up. So Anjaneyasana, low lunge, push into the right foot, draw the belly off the right thigh. All right, lift your heart and then pull with the thumbs. So feel the shoulders move down. Feel the lats pull in. And try to just remember this space right now. To peel away what might be covering it. To remember this sense of home. All right, one more, breathe in. Exhalation, bring our hands down to the floor. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, and step your right foot strongly back to plank. Inhale, my shoulders move forward. Now exhale, lower chaturanga, that's your push-up. Hold. Inhale, upward facing dog. So right foot, lift the chest. Lift the thighs off the floor. Exhale. Lift up and back. Downward facing dog. Left leg, take it into the air. Press back through your heel, point the toes down. Try not to lean to the right, hug the arms in equally. Good, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose. Push forward on the right toes, round your spine. Look forward and step. Drop the right knee to the floor. Untuck now, it's left thumb in front of right. So hook, come up. Belly off the thigh, pull. Right, pull the right thumb against the left against the right. Lift my heart. Breathe. So this should be really active. I'm not just collapsing to the floor, not hammocking the bones and the muscles, but rather engaging the muscles around the bones. Inhale, exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Left knee comes into chest. Step into plank pose, inhale, shift forward. I can always skip these. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Then exhale. Downward facing dog. And so allow that post-digestive effect for a moment. Ideally, there's some warmth that wasn't there before. Some intimacy as we're pulled. Right. Right leg lifted into the air, breathe in. And on the exhale, knee your nose, round your spine, push forward, and step it down. Drop the left knee to the earth, untuck those toes, keep the fingertips on the floor, and inhale, just lift the chest. So feel that opening, that tug. And on the exhale, Ardha Hanuman, half splits. And walk the hands back, lengthen out the right leg as best you can, and bend and bow. A little preparation for the leg. Hey, try not to lean to the left. Pour the weight back into the right. Inhale, look forward, rebend into the right knee. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. All right, and we're gonna float the right arm back as the left arm floats forward and lift the chest on an angle. So I'm just gonna hover the belly off the thigh. If you get lost there, you can just look at me on the screen, but lift through the thumb and the pinky, squeeze your left hip back a ton. So I'm not upright, right? I'm leaning forward, belly off the thigh, reach through the crown of the head. Definitely should feel that right glute. And I'm doing my best to squeeze it into center rather than letting it move out where it wants to be. Relax the toes. And dive back into that well. What is it that you need? Inhale, come all the way up. Keep your arms the same though. So left arm reaches up, but the right arm reaches down. I can start to extend the left leg or bend it if I need to. Lift the chest. All right, deep breath in. On the exhale, bend your left knee and you're gonna tap it to the floor. Don't offer it any weight, so just barely let it touch and then inhale, come right back up. All right, exhale again, tap it. Inhale, come right back up. One more time, exhale, tap it. Inhale, come up, and this time lift the right arm up and overhead. So this full expression, right, of my lunge. Open the chest. Feeling a lightness. Trying to access that space again. And now with that idea of really removing what feels heavy, of getting deeper into those layers, deep breath in, and on the exhale, sweep the hands behind your back and spine. Descend the left heel to the floor for warrior one. So I'm going to weave the fingers together, draw the knuckles down, lift the chest up. Good, breathe. So stay upright, firm into the heels. Lift the thumbs off the sacrum a little bit. Deep breath in. Exhale, humble warrior, fold forward bow. Stay inside the knee. Take the head, crown the head to floor. The arms go overhead without collapsing my shoulders, so lift the shoulders away from the ears. And then remember the direction of the hip. Don't let it pop out to the right, just like we did in the lunge. Squeeze it into your body. Draw it to the midline. Good, one more. Bring your hands down to your sacrum, stay low, bring your fingertips to the floor. So I'm gonna pivot to my left toes, three-legged down dog, lift the right knee in, go back, inhale. On the exhale, open, bend, and stretch. Now shift halfway forward to plank. And then begin to move in the direction of flip dog. Some of you might otherwise. See if you can just move in the direction of, but hover the right toes. So reach the right arm. And just explore what happens when some of those pillars are removed, right? When you have a little less, or what feels like less foundation. Can I still turn? Can I still open my heart? Can I still feel strong and access what's still mine? Okay, inhale. Exhale, look down. Bring the right hand to the floor. Bring the knee into your chest, and you're gonna cross it in the direction of your left tricep and spin to the inner blade of your left foot. Okay, grab your right foot with your left hand and push your foot out. So it's midline of the body. All right, now bend your knee, left knee. You're gonna tap your hips to the floor, and then you're gonna come up with the right leg and maybe pull it up a little bit, right? Maybe it stays in center. Do that again. So tap the butt, inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap the butt, inhale, bring it up. Now exhale, bend the knee, come in, release your right foot underneath your left for Vashisthasana, side plank. Take the arm overhead. Use the right hip to lift the left. Create that arch. Good, inhale. Exhale, look down, left hand to the mat. I spin back to plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale. Downward facing dog. So remember that's one direction, right? I can always skip chaturangas. Left leg, take it into the air. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round, look forward, and step it down. Right knee to the earth, untap toes. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Half splits. Walk it back, bend the elbows, bow. And try to stay on the center of the heel. Inhale, rock my body back forward. And on the exhale, tuck the toes, lift the right knee. Okay, left arm goes back, right arm goes forward. Lift the chest, the torso off the thigh. So reach through right thumb, lift through left pinky, draw the belly in, away from, and extend. Okay, pull the left hip back and in, and try not to twist the shoulder, right? I'm not opening up the left shoulder and keeping it down and keeping it squared. I'm leaning into what I feel. I'm controlling my response. I'm controlling what I can. All right, come all the way up. So the right arm up, left arm's gonna stay down. Lift the chest, maybe lengthen out through the right leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend that right knee, tap it to the floor. Don't offer it any weight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Man, exhale, last time, tap. Inhale, come up, left arm joins right. And just find that expression in space. The freedom. All right, inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands behind you. Firm your right heel to the floor for warrior one as I weave the fingers together. Okay, heel to heel alignment. Pull the left hip back, draw the knuckles down and lift the chest. Feel the peeling away, the taking off. Strong in the left hip, squeeze it to my body. Inhale, exhale, humble warrior. Fold forward. That one. Arms go up and overhead. Shoulders pull away from my ears. And this is me bowing, surrendering to that which I can't control. Bring the hands to sacrum, look forward, bring your hands back to your mat. All right, pivot to the right toes, left knee comes into my chest, down dog, left leg goes back, breathe in. Exhale, open, bend, and stretch. Shift halfway to plank. Play with flipping your dog in a hovered, right, way. So bending it, moving the toes back, lifting the chest up, and exploring the way I support myself. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, come back down, left hand to the floor. Knee crosses the body. All right, I'm gonna spin to the inner blade of my right foot, and now we're grabbing the left foot with the right hand. Kick it directly, right, midline of body. Out from navel. Now, bend the right knee, tap your hip back. And on the inhale, lift up and maybe the leg moves an inch. All right, it's like sneaking your way in. Tap it back. Inhale it up. Maybe it moves an inch more. Maybe it doesn't. Exhale, back. Inhale, last time up. Exhale, bend the knee. Slide the left foot under the right. Vashisthasana. Side plank. Use the left hip to lift your right. Lift up. Squeeze your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Right hand to the floor. Breathe in. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Nice job, you guys. Couple rounds of breath. Post-digestive effect. Let yourself absorb. Tune to this landscape. And so now we flow. We're going to move through that sequence. Again, it's with me, and then on your own. So tapping back in, letting go of this surrender, right? That which I can't control, bowing to it. But that which I can, strengthening my connection. Right leg, inhale up. Exhale, pull it forward, round, and step. Drop the knee, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman, lengthen up the right leg, bow, fold. Inhale, rock my body back forward. All right, I'm gonna tuck the toes, lift the knee, and on the exhale, flip the right arm back, left arm forward, and it's just that like halfway lift. Inhale, come up, keep the arms the same direction. Exhale, tap the left knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tap the knee. Pull the belly back. Inhale up, one more time. Exhale, tap the knee. Inhale up, lift my right arm. Exhale, take the hands behind my spine. Descend the heel to the floor. Weave the fingers together. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, humble warrior. Squeeze the right hip into your body. Bow the head. Bring the hands down to the floor. Pivot to the left toes. Inhale, right leg goes back and up. Exhale, open, bend, and stretch. Inhale, shift halfway, and play with that flip dog. If you decide to touch the floor with the toes, it's fine. Maybe I hover them. Exhale, bring the hand down. Knee across, grab the foot, and then kick it through. All right, tap my hip, play with it. Inhale, lift it up. Maybe I get a little more space. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, back. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, bend, curl in, step it back to plank. One breath. Lift your hips. Exhale, hand to the floor. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down. Left leg in the air. Exhale, pull it forward. Knee to the floor. Inhale, chest, heart high. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, bring my body back forward. Tuck the toes, lift the knee. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, come up, leave the arms the same. Exhale, tap the right knee to the floor. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, tap it. Inhale, lift it. Last time, exhale, tap it. Inhale, lift, left arm joins. Exhale, hands behind the back, heel to the floor. Set up for warrior one. Knuckles down, lift the chest. Exhale, humble, fold forward. So really sturdy in the legs, push the floor away. Bring your hands down to the floor. Pivot to the right toes. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, open bend. And just play with the way that I keep my heart open. And the way that it changes. And the way that I find my way. Bring it back and around. Knee crosses my body. Grab hold of with my hand. And then bend the right knee, tap my hips. And bring that leg up. Bend the right elbow. Tap my hips, bend the knee. And bring it up. Good, last time. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Vashisthasana, finish it strong. Last breath. Exhale. Hand to the floor. Breathe in. Lower. Lift. Downward facing dog. So now you know the way, right, with the pace. The beautiful thing about being at home is if you have time, you can cycle through it more. We're gonna leave space right now to cycle through it once on our own with our breath and really just leaning into that. So feeling the way that these poses are sequenced to open me up, to surrender, to tap back in, and to turn my attention right inward. When you're ready, right leg lifts. Good down dog, close your eyes. Or child's pose, that's where we started. Bow. Rest. And feel so intimately connected now to that landscape by way of breath and heartbeat. Finding my way back. One more. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Extend the arms, tap the toes. Inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, descend the heels. Right leg, take it into the air, breathe in. And on the exhale, open, bend, and stretch. Keep the knee bent, reach through it, inhale. And on the exhale, bring it to your right tricep, sweep it around. Flex your foot, and bring the right ankle to your left wrist. Hover pigeon, one breath, lift up, exhale, set it down. So drop the left knee, untuck the toes, let's rise to the fingers. Right, left hip is moving down, so they're squared. Right, lift up. And when you're ready, exhale, melt, fold, and bow down. Close your eyes. And then just try to breathe in that space to the resistance, to the agitated. Take 2 more breaths. And then inhale, come up. I'm gonna tuck the left toes. On the exhale, go back to down dog, and I do what feels good. If you wanna flip your dog where you find the earth, if you wanna just shake off or circle the hip, intuitively find your way. And then set it down. Left leg into the air, inhale, exhale, open, bend, and stretch. Reach to the knee, deep breath. And on the exhale, left knee to left tricep. Hold it there, flex your foot, and move the left ankle to right wrist. Inhale, hover pigeon, lift. Exhale, and set it down. Inhale, we rise. So drop the right hip, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Bow down. Surrender to this side. This sensation. Right, inhale, come up. Tuck the toes, exhale, make your way back, and this is where you create balance between the two sides. Whatever you did on the right, do it on the left. Downward facing dog, last time that we'll be in this shape, right, in this class. Feel your bow, your pranam. Inhaling, feeling the depth of my arrival when I'm mindful, when I move intentionally, when I shift my focus from this external loud environment, when I bring it in. Bend the knees, look at the hands, and just walk forward, one footprint in front of the next. Inhale halfway, and exhale, bow. Maybe take the hands behind the calves, whatever feels good. And inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips down, direction to the floor. Grab the knees and roll to your back. Massage of the sacrum on the floor, just a little bit of movement, maybe the head too. Come back to center. Leave the right knee in, release the left leg out. Right, so weave left fingers with right. Inhale, just pull it in. Soften the squeeze, and on the exhale, drape the knee across your body. Find a twist. Right arm goes up. Close the eyes. I'm not trying to control or manipulate. Letting my nervous system drop in to feel supported. Bring the right knee back to center. Eyes can stay closed. Bend the left knee in to meet the right. Release the right leg out long. Right fingertips with my left. Squeeze in, pull down. Soften the squeeze, drape it across your body. Bring it back up. Bend the right in. Apanasana, knees to chest. Just a nice hug or wrap, hold. And then when you're ready, release your legs all the way out long for Shavasana. For rest, arms by your sides, palms face up. Melting into the floor. Staying as long as you have time for. Feeling how you fortified this landscape. How you have returned. Breath by breath, settle in.